This morning around 1 a.m., one of our team members fell asleep while we were traveling back from the race at Iowa Speedway. Unfortunately, in the accident, our rig flipped and was stuck across the right eastbound lane of I-80. Several semi-trucks struck our trailer, causing further damage to everything. Unfortunately, our trailer and most of our equipment we travel with for race day is heavily damaged or destroyed.
3, 2, 1.
Those are the words of Alex Clubb, the driver, the owner of Clubb Racing Incorporated. They did suffer this very unfortunate situation last weekend leaving the race, but we're going to show the positives of every aspect of this. So what's up, everyone? I am Todd Brown of That Race Show. Thanks for dropping by for this segment. Now, if you follow my show, you know that within the last 10 days or so, I did an episode on Clubb Racing. And it was about the true roots of racing, the heart of a racer. And was very happy to do that episode because it was a good reminder for me of why I fell in love with racing. Now, also in that episode, I showed you that they had some issues with DOT on the way up there. There were some other issues with some other race teams getting there. But I also showed you how they persevere. They make the best of a bad situation and continue on. And that's what this episode's about. In so many ways right here. Now, I've talked to them over the last several days. We've went back and forth on different things, and I'm going to tell you, great people. Give them your support in so many ways. They have a GoFundMe out there right now that when I looked at it, time of taping this was at about $17,000 raised, but they lost much more than that with this situation. And but man, these guys out there busting ass through the week, working those late night hours and everything else to get ready for Watkins Glen. And as we speak right now, that's where the hell they're sitting. Now, I got asked in that episode a question, and take a look at it right here.
Why not race within your budget so you could be competitive?
Now, there are so many different ways that I could answer this question, but I think the words or a post from Alex Clubb and Clubb Racing yesterday speaks better than anything that I could say.
Bye, Daddy. Bye, Papa. Love you too. Bye.
Because, see, family is racing in so many aspects. And when you race with your family, man, doesn't matter where you're at. You're going to enjoy it. Now, the other aspect of this right here, I'm going to try to answer this in some different ways, is it's not like Alex Clubb just decided one day that he was going to go buy a race car, an ARCA car, and go race at Daytona. In fact, he's been a race car driver for a lot of years on both dirt and asphalt. And as you can see right here in these photos out there, from the old Camaro to the dirt modifieds to the asphalt late models. And not only was he out there, but he was winning. And you can see winning a lot. So the next step is just to continue to climb this ladder. Because when you're little, when you're younger, and even when you're older, your dreams are you want to race Daytona. You want to race Talladega. You want to race Atlanta, Pocono. Well, these guys get to go out there and do it. And can't take nothing away for that. Because that's the heart of a racer in so many ways. And the thing about this, too, is it might look like, obviously they don't have the budget that some of these other teams do, but they race within their budget. And I bring this up because if you take a look at most of the big teams out there, and I'm talking about the Cup teams, especially with this situation, they're racing outside of their budget right now. That's why the sponsorship dollar is so valuable. That's why if a sponsor leaves, they're freaking out. They will replace a driver over that. We saw that happen with Kyle Busch and Joe Gibbs Racing when M&M Mars disappeared from NASCAR. That was a relationship that you just kind of felt like Kyle Busch would retire driving the 18 car. But guess what? He wasn't there anymore. But this team here, they race within their means. They race within their budget. No, they don't have the big sponsors on the side of the race car. But you know what they do have? They have each other. They have a town that supports them. They have friends who support them. They have people that just stand behind them through everything. And that's what's showing up with this situation right here. Because with this incident that happened with the driver falling asleep, which, by the way, I looked it up. By AAA standards, 328,000 people fall asleep at the wheel and are in accidents a year. Millions more who don't have accidents but fall asleep. So this wasn't just an isolated incident. These were guys that were at the racetrack busting their ass all day long, and very, very unfortunate. Probably very exhausted. They don't have the transporter with the cab in the back to go, the big sleeper and everything else. They got a truck and a trailer. And if you take a look at the truck itself, actually, if you take a look at the door, this says A Clubb Landscaping, because that's who Alex Clubb is. He's a business owner outside of this as well. And he's out there busting his ass all week long to go do what he wants to do, what he can afford to do, and what he loves to do. Outside of that, he's a town alderman. So this is a guy of the people. He's a guy in there with his community. From doing work for him, from being an alderman, he's an all-around person. A family guy on top of that. And that's why I say, maybe the money's not there right now with that, but, man, they're racing within their budget. Something happens, they're to pick up their bootstraps and go to work, man. And that's what they're doing right now. That's why they're in Watkins Glen. And the other thing is, you never know what's around the corner, man. You never know what's going to happen. When I talk about this, I think back to Jimmy Means. Jimmy Means, independent racer in the NASCAR Cup Series for so long. And, you know, so many people didn't expect that much out of him. But when Tim Richmond fell ill, he got a call from Rick Hendrick. They said, hey, man, I want you in that 25 car. I want you in that car at Charlotte. But you know what? We're going to put 52 on the side of the car as well. Your number. Dude went out there and qualified fifth. Was having a good run. Got caught up in somebody else's incident. But you know what? In the record books, he drove for Rick Hendrick. And he proved to everybody that day what he could do in the right equipment. And that's the case with these guys. He's 33 years old. Got a lot of years left to race. Who knows what the hell's going to happen? He might get an Xfinity ride, truck ride. There's no telling. But if you don't live out your dreams and follow them, well, you're never going to achieve them to start with. So I understand that question so much. And I hope through everything it kind of answers it, because as I've said, and I'm going to say it the last time, that's the heart of a racer. And that's what everybody loves. So I hope everybody's supporting Clubb Racing out there this weekend on that racetrack, because, man, they busted ass to get there this weekend. And I love that out there in that open trailer just to get there. That's, man, again, this is the heart. This is the roots of racing. So support them. I want to say this too, please, man. Like, share, comment on this episode above all. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe to the channel. But those first three things are what gets this episode out there, gets eyes on it, gets YouTube to go, hey, check this out. You know, unfortunately, I had a title to an episode I had to take down. Was nothing bad. It was just something that apparently had some issues that with advertisers and things that they didn't want to be part of or whatever. Hell, I don't know. I don't know enough about this because, again, I'm one guy. I don't have a production crew and a team behind me. I'm like that Clubb Racing. I'm out here doing it just because I love it and I have fun doing it. So share this again, like it, comment on it, and man, support that Clubb Racing out there this weekend. Give them a hell yeah. But anyways, hope you have a great week. As always, man, see you at the checker flag.